What if the greatest pop star ever was partly a story we all agreed to believe?
Or what if the word myth is what people call genius when they can't explain it?
That's a dangerous start.
Good. Dangerous starts make honest conversations.
Welcome back to the Conversation Lab. Today, war, intellectual war.
We're asking a brutal question. Was Michael Jackson a genius or a myth built by media, money, and obsession?
And we're talking about the recent movie, too, because Michael, the new Antoine Fuqua biopic starring Jaafar Jackson, just dropped on April 24, and people are already acting like it will rewrite history.
Or sanitize it?
Ooh.
I'm Victor.
I'm Leo. Let's begin. Victor, let me provoke you early.
That's your specialty.
Was Michael actually a genius, or did we just keep calling him one until it became truth?
First mistake.
Already.
You're assuming fame creates false genius.
Doesn't it?
Sometimes. But genius has criteria.
Give me your professor answer.
3 tests: innovation, mastery, influence. Michael passes all 3.
Slow down.
Innovation? He changed music videos. Thriller wasn't just an album, it was cinema.
Okay.
Mastery? Vocals, rhythm, dance, stagecraft. Most artists master 1. He stacked 4.
And influence?
Look at modern pop. Michael's fingerprints everywhere. That's genius.
Or branding?
No, branding can sell. It cannot invent the moonwalk.
Moonwalk wasn't invented by Michael.
Exactly. He popularized borrowed movement and transformed it. That itself is genius.
Okay, but hear me. Sometimes we confuse obsession with genius. Michael rehearsed till collapse. He chased perfection. What if he was just extremely hardworking?
That's like saying a Ferrari is just a car with effort.
You love dramatic analogies.
I work with what I'm given.
Let me flip it. What if King of Pop was mythology? A crown built by media.
Interesting. Proceed.
People repeat, greatest ever, king, untouchable, legend. But if enough people chant something, does it become true or religion?
Careful. You're attacking consensus itself.
I'm attacking worship. Big difference.
Fair. Go on.
Look at the image. Single glove, military jackets, the voice, the mystery, Neverland, monkey stories, changing face. Everything became larger than life. That sounds mythic.
Yes, but myth can sit on top of genius. It doesn't erase it.
Or it can hide emptiness.
Was there emptiness?
I'm asking, was Michael brilliant, or did spectacle inflate him beyond reality?
Let me challenge that. Experiment. Strip away image. No glove. No moonwalk. No costumes. Only songs. Would Thriller still exist? Yes. Would Bad still hit? Yes. Then the genius survives costume. Case closed.
That was annoyingly strong.
Thank you.
But this links to our deeper topic, why hard work doesn't guarantee success. Michael worked insanely hard. Millions work hard. Few become Michael. Why?
Now we're cooking. Hard work is necessary, not sufficient.
Explain.
Imagine 2 singers. Singer A works 14 hours daily. Singer B works 8, but has originality, timing, and opportunity. Guess who may win?
Singer B, painfully.
Exactly. Hard work without leverage can become expensive struggle.
That hurts.
Truth often does.
So Michael wasn't just hardworking, he had rare creative leverage.
Yes. People romanticize grind, but grind alone doesn't create revolution.
Say that louder for hustle culture.
Hard work can make you skilled. It doesn't guarantee history remembers you.
That's cold.
Reality is colder.
Let me start a fight. Some say Prince was more talented.
Here we go.
Writes, produces, plays instruments. Maybe Michael was just bigger, not better.
False framing. Bigger and better aren't opposites.
Pick one, Prince or Michael. No escaping.
Different forms of genius. Prince was laboratory genius. Michael was universal genius.
That sounded diplomatic. Coward.
No, accurate. Prince could astonish musicians. Michael moved civilizations.
That is outrageous.
And maybe true.
Civilizations?
People fainted. Governments reacted. Global hysteria. That exceeds fandom.
You make him sound supernatural.
which may be why people call him myth.
Okay, let's enter dangerous waters. Can a genius be morally complicated?
Obviously, history is full of it.
But for some people, controversy destroyed the legend.
For some, for others, it complicated, not erased art.
Can people separate artist and person?
Can they?
I'm asking you.
Sometimes no, sometimes yes, but controversy doesn't retroactively make genius fake.
Strong.
If a mathematician solves an equation, their flaws don't unsolve it.
You compared Michael Jackson to equations. You're unbelievable.
I contain multitudes.
Let's talk about the new Michael film. I'm suspicious. Biopics always worship.
Sometimes they humanize.
Or rewrite. The movie just opened to massive box office, over 97 million domestically in its first weekend, a record for a music biopic. But there's already talk about heavy reshoots and millions spent to adjust how it handles the later controversies.
That too. Director Antoine Fuqua has even said there's enough footage shot for a potential sequel.
Do you think the movie could create new mythology?
Absolutely. Cinema manufactures memory. People may remember the movie version more than reality, especially since it stops during the Bad Tour in 1988, years before the major allegations.
Exactly. That's what scares me. What if the film doesn't show the fractures, only genius, only glory?
Then it becomes propaganda.
Finally, we agree.
Don't get used to it.
But imagine, a teenager watches the film, sees Michael as almost saint-like. Is that history or storytelling?
Both. That's why myths survive. They simplify complexity.
You know what's funny? People might leave the cinema moonwalking.
Hopefully not during traffic.
Let's do your favorite thing, thought experiment.
Proceed.
Take Michael, remove famous family. No Jackson 5, no industry machine, born in a random township in Zimbabwe. Still becomes legend?
Excellent question. Maybe not.
Aha, so myth.
No. Context matters. Genius can exist without recognition. Recognition needs systems.
Explain.
A diamond underground is still diamond, even unseen.
That was smooth.
I know.
So success needs talent plus environment. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee it.
Exactly our other topic. Millions labor. Few are amplified. Success isn't always merit. Sometimes timing, networks, structures, luck.
People hate hearing luck matters.
Because it insults ego.
But Victor, sometimes I wonder whether we exaggerate dead legends. Death can inflate people.
Often true.
If Michael were alive today doing Instagram lives, would mystique collapse?
Interesting. Maybe. Mystery feeds legend.
Exactly. Modern oversharing kills mythology.
Yet music may still survive.
Maybe. But would Gen Z crown him king?
Maybe they'd call him underrated, which would be hilarious.
Imagine calling Michael Jackson underrated. Internet has no respect. I'll say it. Maybe Michael Jackson was half genius, half global hallucination.
That is poetic nonsense.
No, listen. People projected dreams onto him. Perfection, pain, alien beauty, broken child, superstar. He became symbolic, not just human.
That doesn't make him fake. That makes him mythic, different.
But mythic can distort truth.
Yes, but genius can create myth. You keep treating them as opposites. Maybe they coexist.
Wait, are you saying Michael was both?
Possibly. Genius in craft, myth in cultural imagination.
That's annoyingly profound. Stop doing that. Let's return to hard work, not guaranteeing success. This matters. People listening might be grinding right now, working hard, still invisible.
Yes, and that can feel unjust.
Because it is unjust.
Often, hard work can raise probability, not promise outcomes.
That's brutal.
But freeing.
How?
Because failure doesn't always mean you lacked effort. Sometimes systems are stacked. Sometimes timing is wrong. Sometimes the market doesn't care.
That could save somebody's self-worth.
Maybe. And Michael proves another point. Hard work plus uniqueness matters. Don't only outwork people, out-different them.
Out-different. That's a bar.
Thank you.
One sentence. Was Michael Jackson genius or myth? Choose.
Genius who became myth. You?
Myth powered by genius.
Interesting reversal.
See, I can think too.
Occasionally.
Rude. Let me ask one final question. If Michael appeared today unknown, would the world recognize genius or scroll past it?
That is terrifying.
Because maybe genius is often ignored until mythology rescues it.
Or maybe myth is society's way of preserving genius.
Victor, that might be the whole episode.
Maybe.
So what do you think? Was Michael Jackson a genius, a myth, or somehow both? And does the new Michael movie, the Antoine Fuqua biopic starring Jaafar Jackson that just opened with massive box office numbers, make you rethink his legacy?
And does hard work create greatness or merely prepare you for the chance?
That question has no clean answer, and maybe that's the point.
Ideas shouldn't end tied in ribbons. They should disturb you a little.
If this conversation challenged you, drop your take in the comments. Team Genius, Team Myth, or Team Both?
And tell us, did the new Michael film make you rethink his legacy, especially with all the